Sup nerds, today we have Magnex DNA versus Angels. Chris won the die roll, starts off by hatching Cupid, even going to Patamon. And just hard passing, sets me to 3. I hatch Demi V. Evo into Wormmon. Play Davis for 4, Scritch top 3. Add Magnex and Wormmon as my blue and green targets, choke Crystal 1. He promotes. Swing and a miss, whiffs on the blind Pata. Let's go, we take those. He swings security, triggers Cupid, adds top security to hand. So this is definitely a misplay here. Chris has a Digimon in his hand, and if he just tucks it off the Cupid, he can hard slam the Magna and go into the Dom out of security. I don't think he has an Angel Woman, but he can still establish like a level 6 and a level 5 with Dom on the field, which isn't that bad. It gives me 7 memory to do it, but it's not the worst thing in the world. Instead, he tucks the Magnamon, and then one check at 1k, dies, shocker. Alright, he slams the Magna, and I'm like, oh, is there a Dom in there already? No, there isn't. So he evos into Shadow out of security for 2 memories, sets me to 7. And now he reveals he has a Dom, tucks it at the bottom. You know, we take those, I guess. I promote Evo into Togemogu for 2 memory. Play Wormmon for 3, trigger Wormmon effect, Evo into XV out of trash for 1 memory. And then I DNA into Pyojamon, get him in from XV, suspend his Seraphi, stun his board, or Shadow Seraphi. Swing security on suspend, jamming 1 check. Swing again, jamming. Evo to Magnex for 4, gain 3k, gain immunity on suspend, all that stuff. I am 16k immune AF on his turn. He hatches Cupid, Evo's into Pata. Obviously, there was an Angel Woman into security, so he could have established Dom Angel Woman instead of the Shadow Seraphi, giving me 7 memory. So yeah, that was a massive misplay. Plays TK for 4, adds the Dom back out of security, recovers and shuffles. My turn at 3, my Magna goes down to 13k. I hatch Demi V. Evo into Vmon and Raising. Swing security, 13k, triggers effect, gain 3k, gain immunity. Swing over the Shadow, gain 4 from his Overflow. Play Vmon, Scourge top 3. Add the Magna, bot deck the rest. Evo into Togemogu and Raising for 3. And then play Davis and Ken to set him to his 3. So he promotes Pata, triggers Pata. Swing and a miss again. Obviously he wasn't going to hit on there unless he randomly recovered it off the TK. He was in a Gato for 2. And he scoops. There's not much he's going to be able to do from this point. So do take game 1. By the way, if you guys enjoy this type of content, please like and subscribe. It really helps support the channel. And if you're interested in my Magnex deck profile, link for that would be in the pinned comment below. And if you're interested in my Angels deck profile, link for that would be in the pinned comment below as well. And if you guys are interested in early access to videos as well as other channel perks, consider becoming a channel member. The join button, resubscribe button used to be if you're already subscribed. Alright, so Chris chooses to go first for game 2, hatches Cupid, plays Yellow Mimbu, Scourges top 4, hits a Pata, Sag. I hatch Demi V. Evo into Wormmon. Then play Davis for 4, Scourge top 3. I add the XV and the Dino B, and then choke Crystal 1. He Evos into Pata. Then plays another Yellow Mimbu, Scourges top 4. Adds the Magnamon. Bot decks the rest, and my turn at 3. I Evo into Togemogu and Raising for 2. And then just play Vmon for 3, Scourge top 3, add the Pyojamon, bot deck the rest, his turn at 2. He promotes Pata. Let's see if we can hit a blind Pata this time. Oh, he hits there. That's pretty good, draws for Evo. He tucks Cherub and then gains memory off Patamon. Pops a Mim boost, Evo's into Magna for 3, triggers Magna's effect. Evo's in a Cherub for 2 memory. Draws for Evo. Shuffle security, and then he gets to tuck something off Magna's effect. Tucks Angel Woman. And then triggers Cherub's effect. Plays Luxmon, blows up my Vmon, then Luxmon Scourges top 3. Swing and a miss, whiffs on the search. Swing security, triggers Alliance. Triggers Cupid, adds top card to hand, puts Angemon on bottom, and then 2 checks at 13. He is very lucky because he knows for a fact I'm playing guys that are bigger than that, and he doesn't have barrier. But yeah, he has to kill me eventually, I guess. Pops Min Boost, goes to 2. Evo's a Nagato for 2. And plays Luxmon for 3, scratches top 3. Adds the Dom, bot decks the rest, makes sense. Alright, I promote. Play Promo V for 3. Evo into XV for 1 memory. Trigger Wormmon end of turn to DNA. DNA into Pyojimon, gain a memory. And suspend his board and stun it for the turn. What's coming up is definitely a pretty big misplay. So I'm not worried about his aces because Angemon doesn't kill me. And even if she did, I have Partition. So I swing Security, unsuspend, draw from Vmon. That's the misplay there. I should have swung over the Luxmon first. Because even if he Angemons me there, I'm still going to be 3000 DP to beat over it. And then if he does Angemon me, he wouldn't be able to gain memory off the Gato. I forget when I declare my attack that the Gatomon's going to still turn from me. Unfortunate. If I had swung over the Luxmon first and then swung over the Gatomon, I could have killed the Luxmon and then choked him to 1. That would have been the appropriate play. And right there, I just moved the memory gauge because I'm like, oops. Then Chris's turn at 1. Yeah, just Cupimon. Evo's in a Pada. Also, not having a Medieval Gallantmon here is pretty annoying because it would just dunk on his board. I'm playing 4 for a reason. He Evo's into Angelwomon, triggers her effect, trashes top to -6, and then recovers. And then you would gain a memory from Pada, but I go to 3 anyway from Davis. Alright, so I hatched MEV. So my Pyojimon is -6000 DP into the end of my turn. I Evo into Vmon and Raising. So I'm just 3k. And now I'm worried about his level 6 aces, which I don't really care about a Cherub, but a Shadow is pretty punishing. Because a Cherub would just trigger Partition. I swing Security, draw from V, unsuspend. In hindsight, I probably just should have Evo'd into Magna X, choked him to 1, and then forced him to answer the Magna X on his turn, instead of playing into a potential Shadow. But there's 1 in his trash, so maybe he doesn't have 1 in his hand, right? Right? No, he has 1. De-Evos me, and then I die immediately. Because I'm only 3000, or I'm -6000 DP, so I'm 0 DP. Sag. Still, 1 Medieval would go so hard here. If I had a Medieval, I just would have Evo'd on top of the Pyojimon and just nuked his board. Would have gotten some juicy ace overflow. And Evo and Elijahmon for 2. Go to 1. And what's unfortunate here is he has lethal on his field now because I didn't kill the Luxmon on the previous turn, so that kind of snowballed on me. I play Vmon, Scourge top 3, add the Pyojimon. Hope that he somehow messes up here. I'm not really sure how he could. His turn at 2, he promotes, triggers Pada. Evo's into Angemon at a Security, draws for Evo. Tucks Angelwomon, gains 2 memory. There we go. And then swings Alliance with Cherub, 18k, 2 checks. Doesn't trigger the Cupid, so it's 2 checks. I go ahead and just flip on my Security, because I know it's game. He would have had to die or something. So he does take game 2 to force a game 3. So I choose to go first for game 3. Obviously, I hatch Demi-V. Evo and Wormmon. And then Evo and Elijahmon for 3 to set him to 3. He hatches Cupid, Evo's into Pada. Plays TK for 4. Scourges Security. This is really good for him because he's going to know if his Pada is going to whiff or not before he promotes. He adds the Dom out of Security. Recovers and then shuffles. Alright, I stay in Raising. Play Davis. Give him his 3. Scourge top 3. Add the XV and the Pyojimon. And then Chris doesn't immediately promote here, which is awesome news for me. It means he knows there's not a level 4 in a Security unless he blindly recovered into 1. So he plays Yellow Mimbu. Scourges top 4. Still no level 4. Let's go. Adds the Angelwomon, bot decks the rest. Plays another Yellow Mimbu, Scourges top 4. Still no level 4, we take those. He adds the Shadow, since that's pretty good against me. It's good against Pyojimon specifically. Then my turn at 3. I promote, play Vmon for 3. Evo into XV for 1, trigger end of turn, DNA. Into Pyojimon, gain memory off XV. Swing Security, unsuspend, draw from Vmon. Swing again, draw from Vmon. Jamming. And just Evo into Magna X for 4. And then gain 3k, gain immunity, unsuspend, all that stuff. So I'm 16k immune on his turn. He promotes. Let's see if he blindly recovered into 1 off the TK. He did not. Pops the Min Boost, goes to 6. Plays Digimon 4/4, triggers the effect, trashes top to -6 on my Magna to the end of my turn. So I just put a die on there just to denote that. I don't trigger my Magna. There's not really a reason to at this point. He pops the Min Boost. Evo's into Dom for 4, triggers Dom's effect. Plays Digimon at a security. Minuses 7k, air quotes, until the end of his turn, so it doesn't do anything, so I'm immune. If it were premium, it would out my Magna X because it'd be 13k and I would just die at the beginning of my turn. Then he plays a TK for 4. Adds a Dom out of security, recovers and shuffles, and my turn at 4. I hatch Demi V. So I'm currently 7,000 DP right now. And Evo into Vmon and Raising. So thankfully I've drawn a Medieval this game. Let's go. This is really good for me. So I play Medieval for 7 by suspending his Dom Digimon, trigger his effect to suspend the Patamon, then attempt to pop the Digimon. So he triggers Dom, trashes Gatomon, and it does get to play itself. And I'm a total potato here. I should have triggered the Magna X here. I don't know why I didn't. That would have put me in such a great position. And I don't know what I was thinking, but I ended up misplaying here, not triggering the Magna X. Yeah, massive misplay by me. I don't know what I was thinking. And I choose not to Vortex. His stuff all unsuspends. My Magna goes back to being 13k. He hatches Cupimon. He was in a Pata. I can't believe I didn't trigger my Magna X. I'm dumb. So now he has to pick. Who does he want to out? Because if he cherubs the Magna X, the Medieval is going to potentially pop his board. And I do remind Chris about the Patamon, but we both know there's not a target in there. And it's not like he's going to shuffle one card, so him picking up, put it back down doesn't really matter. Alright, he scrambles for 2 into Shadow for 1. This would do literally nothing if I had remembered to trigger my Magna X last turn, like a good player. He swings security with Pata, triggers the effect of Cupid, adds top card to hand, tucks an Digimon, gains memory from Gatomon, checks and dies. Alright, and Chris plays Pillowmon for 3, and then puts me to my 3 from the Davis. And he made a massive mistake here. He forgot that I had a Medieval on the field. Thank you. So I trigger Medieval, suspend Shadow, and blow up the Gatomon. We take those. I promote, and Chris is like, man, I just lost because he doesn't have a blocker. We both know that his security card is Digimon. And he's like, Sean, just kill me. Just kill me. You know what's my security. I'm like, no. I play Wormmon, trigger effect, Evo my Vmon and XV for 0, trigger Medieval, suspend Dom, blow up the Shadow, gain 4 from Overflow, Evo into Digimon for 1, should suspend the Pillowmon here, so that is a Chet, mandatory effect. I DNA into Pyodramon, gain a memory, now the Pillowmon suspends from Pyodramon's effect. Swing over Dom, alliance with the Wormmon, gain 3 from Ace Overflow. Then swing security on suspend, draw 2, and then swing for game. So do take the match 2-1, but I appreciate you guys stopping by. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy seeing this kind of content. Want to come back for more. But until next time, see ya.